AskReddit by Swillisters. What is the worst Christmas present you've ever received? My ex got me a 6 feet 3 inches guy, a women's medium white hoodie. I was so mad about it. She has a habit of getting others gifts that are really for her. I wore the shit out of that hoodie. Time to mow the grass, time for the white hoodie. Need to fix the car, yet time for the white hoodie. She was so mad. Glad she's an ex. This is Homer buying Modge a bowling ball in his size. Slim fast shakes from my mom when I was 14. With a side gift of lifetime issues around body image. Horrible. First Christmas with my dad, his new wife, and her kids. They opened designer handbags, DVD box sets. This was almost 20 years ago, electronics, etc. I got a bottle of Herbal Essences shampoo. No matching conditioner. My sister got a Hanes 5-pack of granny panties. My stepmother is not a nice lady. How did your dad let that happen? Someone in the extended family repeatedly gave me alcohol and shot glasses when it was well known I'd quit drinking. They did it maliciously thinking I'd fall off the wagon. What they didn't understand was that I quit drinking because it was giving me anaphylaxis. If I started drinking again, it's not like I'd relapse, I'd die. That shit gets worse each time. Empty it in the sink while making eye contact. A one-person tent and lantern from my mill. We were struggling to pay the bills back then and she said, in front of everyone, "This is in case you guys get evicted." We had 3 kids at the time. She in turn should have been given makeup to cover up her ugliness. I was a 3rd grade teacher. One of the students' moms had her own business selling sex toys at home parties. She gave me a vibrator, which I opened in front of the whole class, because the girl insisted I open her present. Mom wrote me a note that said it would keep me warm on cold winter nights. Her own business lol MLM red flags rise up. Not me, but my mill gifted someone a library book that had to be returned in a week. Don't return it, she'd have to pay for the replacement value. Extra bonus if the library freezes your account if you have an outstanding balance from a book replacement. One I used previously did this. A kitten. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my cat and I'm so happy I have her. But when my mom got her for me it was a poorly thought out surprise. It was even a surprise to my grandparents, who I live with, and had no idea they'd be getting a cat in their house. She also didn't provide a litter tray or litter, or cat food. So my Christmas became a fetch quest of trying to get together everything the kitten needed, with all the shops closed. People need to understand that a pet should never be a spontaneous gift, as they are a lifelong commitment. As somebody who works with animals, hearing about this kind of stuff pisses me off. That being said, what's your kitten's name? I hope he/she is doing well. A gift card with nothing on it. Heard there's been a lot more incidents of gift cards being compromised. What they are dodging is they grab unloaded cards off the shelves, steal the info off them, and then glue them up and put them back on shelves. So when you go to buy the card, it's already been compromised before you put money on it. A toothbrush. But here's the rest of it. When we were kids, me, my 2 younger brothers, always got toothbrushes for a stocking stuffer. One year we opened ours and ran into the bathroom to change our old ones out. Cue my youngest brother and me reaching for the same toothbrush. We looked at each other with horror. We'd been unknowingly using the same toothbrush as the other 4 months. A half-used bottle of bubble bath. Used I know because it had ran down the sides of the bottle and dried. Bottle of wine from a friend who knows 100% I don't drink alcohol, especially wine. I had a friend who gave me a bottle of wine and then immediately started complaining about how I get when I drink wine. Asked her why'd you fucking give it to me then, and then she made me out to be the bad guy. Socks when I was a kid. Now I want socks. And underwear. My husband is an incredible human and talented at many things, but he gave me a truly hilarious gift once. For our very first Christmas together, 2004, we were young and broke, 22, in grad school. He was so excited to give me my gift and he presented it proudly in front of my family. He got me a mini sampler of perfumes, a book, and a box of high-end chocolates. These are all great gifts on their own, but ironically, 1. I'm allergic to most perfumes colognes. 2. He had already given me the exact same book a few months earlier for my birthday. And 3. I'm lactose intolerant. I was honestly touched by the thought, but the irony was too much. My sister burst out laughing. It's still a joke in our family, but we were also charmed by the fact that he'd gone to multiple stores and was so proud. Poor, sweet guy. We're happily married now. But he definitely knows to avoid chocolate and perfume. I got perfume samples, the kind you find embedded in the pages of magazines, and 2.99 cans of shaving cream. My step monster was irritated I wasn't more appreciative of her practical gifts. My stepsister got a horse. Man, a lot of horse gifts on this thread. Note to self, if I ever buy someone a horse, make sure to get enough for each kid. When I was about 10, all I wanted was a VCR. Asked for it all year. My hateful grandmother who raised me put a bedspread in a VCR box. I'm 47 now, but I'll never forget it. Wow. What a bitch. From my girlfriend's grandparents. I was 17/18 at the time. They bought me a toy magnet. Not even a decent strength magnet, but one of those ones that are 99% plastic in the shape of a horseshoe with the remaining 1% consisting of a tiny little bar magnet at each end. This thing didn't even have enough magnetism to pick up a single paper clip. LMAO, they probably were like, these two aren't going to stick XD. Novelty ties. My soul buys me one every second year. In the 30 years I've known her, has she not noticed that I never wear a tie? By now you have a lot of choice though. Should start wearing them with an ugly sweater every Christmas. A purple polyester pantsuit when I was 15. It looked like it was for a 50-year-old woman. No offense to 50-year-old women. This was in the mid-70s. My husband is a guitar player. He gives me music equipment that I don't know the purpose of. Of course it's for him. So since I'm an avid gardener, I give him gardening tools for Christmas. Reminds me of my dad getting my mom a grill for her 40th birthday. An Atari 2600. My dad had basically no involvement in my life but thought that getting a nice gift would make up for it. He got me an Atari 2600 for my birthday in July and had given it so little thought that he got me another one for Christmas because he forgot that he had already bought one for me. I know people who obviously had it worse, but this was the moment I realized at 8 years old that my dad didn't give a shit about me. When I was 8 I was so clueless that I'd either assumed that he didn't realize they were the same present. We were pretty poor growing up and my dad got injured on the job. It was the first Christmas since the injury settlement and my parents were having a new 2-story house built with a chunk of the money. I was 12 at the time and all I wanted and asked for was a guitar. I knew guitars were expensive so I asked it to be my only gift. Christmas morning my little brother and sister start opening gifts, nice toys, games act. My first gift was a single washcloth. Second gift was a single towel. Next was a shower curtain. My mom had used Christmas to redecorate the bathroom for the new home and wrapped each item and just put my name on it. After the third washcloth I stopped opening gifts and asked if they got me a guitar. They said no because you'll just get bored of it. I asked if I could exchange the bathroom stuff to buy myself some games of something. I was called ungrateful and One of my co-workers was given a large bag of pistachios. He was my secret Santa and gave me a snack bag size of pistachios a week later at the company meeting. Well, Do you at least like pistachios? A German, meat-based cookbook from my now ex-mother-in-law. She knew I had become vegetarian and disapproved. The thing was, I dropped it at Goodwill the following week, and a couple weeks after that she asked if she could borrow it. How about what I did not receive? If anyone remembers aqua sand, you could put the sand in water and take it out and it would be dry. You'd use it to basically sculpt little things in the water. Looking back, it was dumb, but I wanted a specific kit so bad. It had penguins and shit, and 9-year-old me loved it. My twin sister got it for Christmas. I don't even remember what I got. My parents kept doing this to me for years. I'd request something specific and wouldn't get it, but my little sister would. They would tell us to share, she wouldn't, and it would be a waste of money that no one played it.